Welcome everyone to my video of why the Granny 1.6 update is bad. So to start this off, I want to let you guys know that I've been receiving tons and tons of comments on my YouTube channel about modding the new Granny 1.6 update. I'm aware it's been out for quite some time now, and believe me, I wanted to mod it just as badly as the rest of you want to play a mod. But there are some things that prevent this from being possible. Let's get right into this video. Alright, so first off, we're going to start off with what changed from Granny 1.5 to 1.6. Well, let's see. For starters, we have an all new pepper spray item. We have some new quality settings. We have a new look for the spider. We have a new Christmas themed granny, as well as a Christmas tree decoration. We have an all-new nightmare mode with darker colors and red everywhere. And we have a brand new game over scene which depicts Granny running over the player with the car. And last but not least, we have an all-new evil called IL to CPP. And if you're wondering what the heck that means, IL to CPP stands for Intermediate Language to C++. And basically what this whole thing is it is a new scripting backend in a game engine called Unity. Granny is made on the Unity game engine, and the way the engine works is that it gives you a few options to pick a scripting backend. Previously in Granny 1.5, the game was using the mono script backend. In 1.6, the developer made the decision to switch over to IL to CPP. Now, I don't know what his reasoning was behind the decision to switch over to this new scripting backend, but I gotta tell you, it was the biggest mistake he could have ever made, and I'm about to get into that. So first off, let's just talk a little bit about how it all works. So first off, when you're creating your game with the monoscript backend, the way this whole thing works is that you write your scripts and then you build your project. When your project's built, it basically takes all those game scripts and puts it inside of a DLL file. And previously, this made it super easy to modify the game to your heart's content, because you could simply go take any decompiler tool, open up that DLL, and start writing and injecting your own code into the game. It made it super easy. It allowed for a lot of new things to be done with the game, and it even allowed for texture modification with ease. So you got a lot of cool texture-based themes like the Space Granny mod, the Christmas Granny before the update even came out. There was just tons and tons of mods that you could possibly use with the game. And now that he has switched over to this new backend, it changes everything. Not only does it pack these textures and scripts into the executable game file, making it extremely difficult to modify. It not only does that, but it converts the script code from C# to C++ in native code, unmanaged code. And if you're not a scripting expert, you may have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, all you need to know is that it makes it extremely difficult to modify any code, and it makes it difficult to add any new code like we previously were doing in the 1.5 version of the game. This is so bad, guys, that this ruins all creativity and all possibilities for future mods on this game. I figured the average person probably plays the vanilla game experience a few times before they finally get bored and get tired of doing the same old repetitive thing in the game and decide to install a mod or play something different. That's just the reality of the game. It is a single player game, meaning there are no multiplayer servers whatsoever. So from a security argument standpoint, it's pretty much it's pretty much null. There's no reason to even do this on a single player. You're not protecting any special data. You're not connecting to any servers where things could be compromised. So there's no reason to use this IL to CPP scripting backend. The only benefits that the developer has gotten out of switching this is that it has reduced the file size of the APK by, let's say, about 30 to 40 megabytes, which is kind of a big deal. But what would you rather have, a smaller APK or mods being able to be added to the APK? That's the decision you have to pick off with. Not only is the file size different, but the way that things are packed into the game is different, and not for the good. If you enjoy any sort of mods, this is your worst nightmare, because now it is extremely difficult to write any new mods for this game, and it pretty much encourages people like myself to stop working on the game entirely. You know, why go spend 10, 20, 30 hours working on implementing, or recreating what we've already done in a whole different way, and it's going to take 10 times as long? It's simply not worth it, guys. For every creator out there, whether you're a texture modder or a script modder, like, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. And the developer is basically digging his own grave for his game at this point, because I don't like to be super negative or anything, but Granny's been out for a while now, and it's losing its popularity month over month. The game's losing its population. And mods were part of the reason why the game has lasted so long. It's helped create so many new experiences that players have been asking for and wanting to try out and experiment with cool things. It also encourages influencers such as myself to create videos of these new mods and new experiences. It just gives the whole game a whole new fresh coat of paint. And now that's not going to be possible anymore. So this is why I started the whole hashtag RIP Granny thing. But if mods and scripts and and textures and all this stuff matters at all to you, you will go to the Granny Play Store page, write a review, let the developer know that this is not okay, that he needs to go back to mono if he wants this continued support from this side of the community. Not only that, but reach out to him through his email. Send him an email. Tell him how you feel. Let him know that this is not okay. We need the mono version back. We need it as an option. Otherwise, this is going to be the end of this game moving forward. Once a few weeks pass, majority of the population is going to be gone. People are not going to continue to play Granny as is and as a stock experience. It just simply is not going to last. That has been my rant for why the Granny 1.6 update is bad. Leave your feedback in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, and please stop commenting in my comment section telling me to update the mod. If you at all watch this video, you won't be doing that because you'll completely understand why I'm not updating it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed, make sure to slap that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell to always be notified. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.